Hello Anisha Accidental Detective fans. I am Emma McCann. I am the illustrator of the Anisha Accidental Detective series. That's my name on the cover right there. This series is written by the lovely Serena Patel, that's her name there, and published by the fantastic people at Usborne. This is Anisha's third and latest adventure, and it is out in the shops now. It is called Granny Trouble. You can go and grab yourself a copy at a real life bookshop, at an online bookshop, or you can go to your local library and borrow and read it for free. So what I'm going to do today is show you how you can draw Samosa the dog, and Samosa is here on the cover. Let's get Samosa in shot there. Samosa is a stray dog that Anisha and Milo find on this latest adventure, but you're going to have to read the book to find out more. So for this you are going to need some paper. I'm just using your bog standard printer paper. If you have a fancy sketchbook, you can use that. If you have some not so fancy note paper, you can use that. Back of an envelope, piece of cardboard, but maybe don't use the back of your school books. You might get in trouble for that one. You will also need something to draw with. So I've got a selection here. I'm going to use a Sharpie. You can use pencil, coloured pencils, felt tips, biro, whatever you want to use is going to be fine. You've probably noticed that Samosa is brown and scruffy, so if you want to use some brown coloured pencils and colour as you go, that will be lovely. You can do that definitely. So when you've got all your materials together, let's go and draw Samosa the dog. Hello everybody! Today we are going to draw Samosa the dog from Anisha Accidental Detective Granny Trouble. That's Samosa on the cover there, nice and shiny. We're going to draw her today. As you can probably see already, I have Samosa already sketched out in pale grey, and that's so I know how big to make her and to make sure she stays in shot, but it's also how I work as an illustrator. So before I have the final image, the image that appears in the book, I do roughs, and roughs are where I work things out. And once we're all happy with the roughs, then I do the final piece of artwork, usually in a nice black line. So I'm going to treat this as my rough, and then my Sharpie is going to be my final line. So if you want to do something really similar first to make sure that you are getting Samosa the right size for you, what you could do is just draw a really light rough rectangle in the middle. You up this corner here, you could just do a circle, and then over in this corner a triangle, and then in this corner I don't know, what is that, rectangle with a triangle on the end, and then just here you've got an oval, and then here you've got sort of a square, and then a triangle for this leg, and then from this corner here you've got out, down, across and up, and that could be another leg there, just really rough. And then come back to your circle, you've got a big squishy oval in the middle of the circle, in the middle and over to the right, and then you can really roughly sketch in ears, a nice zigzaggy line over here, and then opposite one there, and then you've got a really rough outline that you can then go over with your pen or your colour pencils or your biro, whatever it is you're using. But if you don't want to do that, you can just go straight in for the finished line, which is what we are going to do now. So I'm going to do my Sharpie. I've also got some coloured pencils that I'm going to use to do all the brown bits of her fur, but we're going to do the black outline first. So here we go. I am going to start on her face here, and I'm going to start with the nose because that's the most obvious bit in the middle of the face, and then everything else is going to work out around that. So here we go. The nose is curvy top, straight-ish curve, and then a big curve underneath, so it's a squishy squishy oval shape. So I'm going to try not to cover it all up with my hand, but we're going to do curve along the top like that, and then a really big low curve along the bottom like that. Cool. And she's got two lovely enormous nostrils, good for sniffing out clues. So I'm going to leave the outline of the nostrils white, so I'm going to colour in either side. So we're going to do just one oval shape like this, and then leave a gap and do a bigger oval shape over the top of that one, like that. So it's kind of like a rainbow. And then we're going to do a similar thing over this side. Curvy on that edge. And then a bigger curvy like that. And then we're just going to colour in those curves. So you've got one inside there, one inside there, and then I'm going to colour in the whole rest of the nose. Nice big black shiny doggy sniffy nose. That is your first bit done. Beautiful. Then we're going to do her mouth. So I'm going to start over this side of the nose and do a big, nice, U-y, curvy shape there. And that kind of comes to the middle of the nose. And then we're going to come out and do a nice, big, wide smile over that side. Fantastic. And then we're going to do her chin, and that's just a really nice zigzaggy line. So it starts up here, sort of halfway below this bit of her top of her mouth, and we're going to go down in a slope. A zigzaggy slope is how it is going to be. So one zigzag, 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 zig. Nice rough chin there. And then I'm going to go above her nose and do her eyes. So this eye here is a semicircle. You don't quite see the bottom of it because it touches her nose. So a nice semicircle there. Lovely. And then her nose, the other side, is a whole circle, slightly squished, like that. And the pupils, what I do with my pupils is rather than drawing a dot, I draw a circle. So that means it leaves a nice little white gap, or should, depending how thick your pen is, leave a little white gap in the middle that shows the light shining on the eyes, and it's a really good way of getting personality into your characters. So I'm just going to do, this side is more like a semicircle again, so I'm going to do that there. And then this side is a whole circle there, like that. Fantastic. And then she's got some lovely jaunty eyebrows above each eye. There we go. And then I'm going to do the top of her head, her nice shaggy fringe. So we're going to start this side and work backwards this way. So this side starts just off her eyebrow, and that's more or less joining the two eyebrows together, leaving a little bit of a gap. Then you've got a zig, zag, zig, zag, like that. Brilliant. And then we're going to draw this ear here. We're going to start just below the bottom of that zigzag and come up. And then I'm going to draw the opposite side of her ear again, just a little bit further away and just a little short line. And then she's got a lovely triangular zigzaggy ear, so we're going to come out, zigzag, really big curve, in, out, in, out, in, like that. Lovely shaggy ear. And then we're going to do the same on the other side, but I'm just going to turn it around so I can reach properly. So this one comes up from her fringe and across, and then a double zigzag and in, and it doesn't quite touch her eyebrow. I'll just turn that back around. There we go. So that's her face pretty much done already. Then I'm going to come down and do the front of her body here. So again, that's another zig, zag, zig. And then we've got her front leg here. So as we said earlier, that's kind of a rectangle with a triangle on the end. And then again, some nice shaggy fur there. Lovely. And then we're going to draw the bottom of her body. And this is just a lovely zigzaggy line. Go crazy here. Be as zigzaggy and scruffy as you like. Zigzag, 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 zigzag. Lovely. And then she's got her back leg just hiding here. So that's kind of a overly triangle-y kind of shape. So we're going to come down a little bit out and then curve it back round. Like that. Fantastic. And then we're going to draw a back leg here. So it starts kind of in line with the top of this leg. So we're going to come out and then back in. And then a really similar shape to this leg you've already drawn. Down, out, across, then up. And then again, zigzaggy fur, zigzag, zigzag, going upwards. Beautiful. Then we're going to draw her bum. So that comes near the top of this line, back of her leg, and that's just a slight curve upwards. And then I'm going to go and draw this back leg here. So that comes out, in a little bit, and then straight down, across, just a tiny way, up a tiny bit, and then we're going to go out this way. And then again, it's a nice zigzag, zigzag up towards the back of this line we drew upwards just a moment ago. And then I'm going to go all the way back up to her ear here. Otherwise we might put her tail in the wrong place, so I'm going to make sure I've got a line here to join it up with. I'm just going to turn it slightly so my hand isn't covering. So we're going to start at the bottom, just up from the bottom of her ear here, and it's a curve coming out this way. So curve, like that, and it sort of lines up with this zigzaggy bit of her ear. Then we're going to come in, and I'll just turn it back around again. And then it's her back. Again, it's a nice zigzaggy line, but we're going to go slightly in a curve. So we're going to come down with one zigzag and come out with another zigzag. So zigzaggy downwards, zigzaggy upwards, and then the curve at the top of her bum there. Beautiful. And then we've all got left is her tail. So this is a nice smoothie triangle this side. And then we're going to join the top of her tail with the bottom of her tail, and that's more zigzags. So triangle, zigzag out, triangle, zigzag down, and then two smaller zigzags like that. And then you have your outline for Samosa. And then we're going to give her some scruffy brown first. Let me see what lovely pencil I got here. So I've got a brown pencil here. So she has two brown ears. So you can start with her ears. And her fur is really, really scruffy. So you can just show that by doing scribbly, scruffy lines. Don't have to be neat at all. And then we're going to do her other ear. Lovely. And she also has a brown patch around her right eye. So I'm just going to draw that a big circle around the eye. Again, make it as scruffy as you like. And then fill it in up to the black outline. Nice and scruffy. Brilliant. And then she also has a brown tip on her tail. We can go for that. Fantastic. And her left back leg is also brown, so we can do a bit on there. Beautiful. And the tip of her front right leg is also brown, so let's put some brown on there. And then she's got some brown all over her body, so it's kind of a band across the middle. So we're going to start here, and it's going to go, I'm just putting this in really roughly to show you where it goes, and it's going to go all the way over here to the bottom of her tail. So it's all through the middle, and then you can go in and make that really properly scruffy. Get your pencil in there, zigzag, zigzag. And it goes up to the top of her bum and her back there, and a little bit around to her bottom there. Beautiful. I'm just going to put a slightly different shade of brown in. Lots of different shades of brown in there. She's a proper scruffy dog. There we go. I might just do a little bit of darker. Nice bit of 3D. And this ear is further away from us, so it's kind of in shadow. And this leg is further away from us, so you can make that one a little bit darker if you wanted. But there you go, there is your samosa. Thumbs up. Well done. So there we go. I really hope you have enjoyed drawing Samosa the dog with me today. I would absolutely love to see your artwork and what you have done with the character. So if you want to share with me or with Serena Patel or with Usborne, I'll leave some social media links at the bottom here, and you can share your fantastic artwork with us all. So in the meantime, keep on reading, keep on scribbling, and I'll see you soon. Bye. You can find us on social media. My Twitter is @CoolioBeans and my Instagram is @EmmaMcCann. Serena Patel can be found on Twitter @SerenaKPatel and on Instagram @_Serena_Patel_, and Usborne is on Twitter @Usborne and on Instagram @Usborne_books.